Right, so hello and welcome back to Books and Things, and welcome to another day of my TBR Advent Calendar. My TBR Advent Calendar, my Vlogmas this year, is very kindly sponsored by Serious Readers, a company who make really fantastic reading lights. I'll put a picture of their reading lights up on the screen because I'm not at home right now. And I'll leave down below in the description some links to where you can find out more about Serious Readers and the offer code I have on at the moment. So yes, I'm not at home at the moment. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I'm currently away on a writing research trip, which is very exciting. I'm away for a few days, going to archives and old houses and stuff. So I was in one place yesterday and I'm now in somewhere else for a few days. I won't tell you where I am because I don't want to tell you anything about the book I'm currently working on, but I'm really excited to be here. So it's first thing in the morning right now, and I thought I would pick a book from my little pouch of the next few days TBR books that I brought up, because usually how I organise my days in my usual everyday working life is I write first thing in the morning and then I do all my editorial freelance work sort of after I've done 2 hours of writing. But I thought, as I am doing writing related stuff all day for the next few days, I thought what I would do instead is read a bit first thing in the morning. So I thought I would select a book first thing in the morning. So let me pick a book from my TBR pouch, and we'll find out what I have to read today. Oh, I think I know what this is. We have Ti Amo by Hanne Ostavik, I think it is, translated by Martin Aitken, from the Norwegian, I think. Let me check if I'm right about that. Yeah, she is a Norwegian author. So this, again, very short book. I mean, they're all very short, that's why they're on this list. Is about 90 pages. And I gather this is a very emotional one. So yes, which yesterday's one was as well. I believe this is a semi-autobiographical novel about the death of the author's husband. So I think this will be quite a difficult read, but it's also very short and it's meant to be amazing. I've heard very, very good things about this, so sort of looking forward to getting to this, / sort of wary of it. And yeah, let's see how I go. Good evening. I've just finished reading Ti Amo, which, yeah, I thought was really interesting. I did think it was good. I did find it really moving. I feel like I found the first half quite a lot more powerful than the second half. There's like another element of the plot, I suppose, that comes into play in the second half that I found like less compelling, I suppose. But I did find it a very powerful read. I've obviously read 2 very sad books in a row, and this was very emotional, I think, especially in the first half, as I said. I didn't read this all in one sitting, though I did read it all in one day. I read it sort of 20 pages at a time, which I think probably worked quite well. I think probably it would be quite an intense book to read in one go. And yeah, this was really interesting. I feel like I don't have too much more to say about it than you get a sense of from the premise. It is a story, an autofiction novel about a woman who is losing her husband, and the narrator knows that her husband is dying, but he doesn't know it yet, or he's not sort of willing to know it yet, and it's about their relationship in his last few months, few weeks, I suppose, and about the impact on their relationship and on their marriage. And also I knew that about the premise before going into this book, but what I didn't know is that the couple, the narrator and her husband, haven't actually been together that long. They have met a little bit later in life, not entirely clear when, but he has a grown-up son from a previous relationship, so presumably they're sort of in their 40s, 50s, maybe older, and they have only been together sort of 2 or 3 years when he gets ill. So that also kind of adds to the poignancy of the story, a sense of sort of like time missed out on. Like I said, I gather this is autobiographical fiction, so I don't know how much of this book is based on the author's life. I know that the author did lose her husband. How much everything kind of surrounding that is actually based on her life or is fictional, I don't know. But yeah, I thought the writing was very beautiful and really powerful and very intense as it's kind of meant to be. But it didn't hit me as hard as Reunion. But maybe if I hadn't, just read Reunion, this would have like hit me harder. Maybe sometimes I feel like if you read too many really emotional books in one go, then all your emotion like goes into one book. I don't know. Anyway, that's all for now. Do let me know if you've read this book and what you thought of it, and I'll be back tomorrow with another bookish video.